Hey everyone, my husband and I, Mira and Shiny Seam, founded HDGreen, and that is the sound of love. I know it sounds weird, might be a little annoying at first, but this thing has ultrasonic and sonic waves that go into the ground and beep every 30 seconds to repel rodents, burrowing animals, anything that is trying to attack your beloved garden. If you're anything like me during this pandemic, the only comfort that I found was nature. So I went outside and I walked around and I just looked at the wildflowers and grounded and took deep breaths and realized that things would be okay eventually, even if things looked a little bit different than I'm used to. So now that my husband has spent months and months and months changing his business, going from having a wonderful, successful business in a touristy area to realizing that nobody's around, nobody's buying anything, and the only thing people are really focusing on right now is getting back to groundedness, working the earth, going for walks, being with family, connecting with friends, getting their hands dirty, digging things up, putting things in the ground. I think that's the sound that I'd like to hear. I'd rather not put chemicals in my garden. I'd really rather not hurt the earth even more than we already have with plastics and all kinds of stuff. This thing, it has a solar battery, which means it recharges itself by the sun. Thank you, sun. And the battery lasts a really long time. So this thing can keep going even if you've got a cloudy day. Even if it's a little bit drizzly, a little bit rainy, this thing just keeps going and it really helps. I've been walking on this same area, this beautiful, beautiful place, old airstrip, for an entire year, sometimes several times a day, sometimes during a panic attack, sometimes perfectly calm, sometimes for just the heck of it, sometimes to get away from my kids, sometimes to get away from my husband, sometimes to get away from myself. And I don't know about you, but I really love the little things, like a flower, a poppy, noticing that springtime has come. But I really don't like a bunch of holes in the garden. And since this thing has been here, you know what? All the holes that I saw on the other side of the garden, it's amazing. Here, there's nothing. I don't see any new holes. The rodents have run away like magic from this little, slightly noisy, but oh so awesome little product. And I love it. And you know what? My husband and I have worked really, really hard to pivot in the face of a very hard year. And I hope that this message reaches you and that you understand why this thing is different from the ones all down the list. I know, there's a bunch, there's probably 40. It might have taken you pages and pages to find this listing, but this is the one. And I'll tell you why. Because it works, it's well made, it's well thought out, and my husband made it. He made it because he loves us. He made it because even though he can't stand being in front of a computer all day, every day for months, learning things that he's never thought of before, like product descriptions and Amazon tags. He did it because he didn't want us to be homeless. And I'm sure those of you that have come through hard times and are enjoying your garden and are looking for this product are going to reach this message and you're going to love it. So thank you for supporting us. Thank you for protecting us. Thank you for protecting your garden. And thank you above all for giving some love to the earth. A little beep is so much better than something that's disposable and chemical. Thanks.